What's going on? It's Tuesday, the 21st, 22nd of October, and I wanted to do a video just on the stuff that I'm checking out. Um, Throwing a movie there as well. Um, a lot of really cool things. I actually got into an author named Stephen Pressfield. I read one of his early books called The War of Art. Just one of those how to tap into your creative um, I guess the creative part of you, whether you're a musician, an artist, a writer, um, just whatever you do to kind of get into that creative uh, flow, that vibe. Um, but he also wrote some fiction books as well. He was recently on the Joe Rogan podcast, and so I'll put a link um, to that as well. And it's really, really cool. I really enjoyed that one. But anyway, first off, I've seen this movie before. I'm gonna watch it again the next couple of days. But it's Rob Zombie's Lords of Salem. I loved it. I thought it was great. It has a really cool 70s horror vibe, like Wicker Man, Suspiria, Rosemary's Baby. That's that kind of a look to it. I really enjoyed it. Um, Sorry, I'm kind of dealing with sinusy stuff. This one's by Frank McLean, and this is a really great book. It's called Heroes and Villains Inside the Minds of the Greatest Warriors in History. The first, I guess, chapter, it was on Spartacus, and the one I'm at now is on Attila the Hun, and it just goes through um, different ones. Richard the Lionheart, Cortez, Napoleon, and Tokugawa Ieyasu, who is a legendary shogun in Japan. It's a really cool book. This one's by a guy named Peter Ackroyd. I've recently got into British history, just trying to kind of read up on that, and this was really interesting. This one's called Foundation: The History of England from its Earliest Beginnings to the Tudors, and I think I've got the book still. Yeah, so let me grab that one. This was one written by G.J. Meyer. He also wrote another one called The Borgias that I took back because I didn't want to have to hurry to read it. But this is one he wrote on the Tudors, just a whole story on the most notorious dynasty in British history. And looked really, really interesting and really cool. Like I said, I've gotten into a lot more British history. Sorry. Lately, just because I don't know, just felt like something to get into. But anyway, moving on. This one's by John Romer, and this is just simply called A History of Ancient Egypt from the First Farmers to the Great Pyramid. This is another one of those things that I'm trying to get into. When I really love ancient history, and this is a really cool one, reading about Egypt, just all that happened there. And then I started reading this one last night, getting back into it, by Susan Weiss Bauer. This one is The History of the Ancient World from the Earliest Accounts to the Fall of Rome. Really great book. The chapters are really short, maybe at the most 4 pages, 5 pages, but it's different sections. The section I'm at now is called Struggle, and then it goes through the different ones. Where I'm at now is on Egypt between 1546 and 1446 BC, and just the death of Ahmose, his son Amenhotep, and then his death, and Thutmose III losing the throne to his aunt Hatshepsut, and then he gained it back again, and it's just all that happened there. It's a really cool story. Like I said, it's maybe 2 or 3 pages, and at the end of each chapter is like a little timeline right here, just what all happened during that period. And this is just a really cool book. There's 3 out now. This is the first one, kind of in a series that she did for adults. She has one for kids. This is her newer one, and it's really cool. I was #1 on the list when I requested it when it was still on order, so that's really cool. But this one is called History of the Renaissance World, from the rediscovery of Aristotle to the conquest of Constantinople. She also has another one right here, History of the Medieval World, waiting for that one to come in. And that one goes into the Crusades, going to Constantine. Um, Moving on to Stephen Pressfield. This is one of his first fiction books that he wrote. This one's called Gates of Fire, about the Battle of Thermopylae. Not the 300 Hollywood version. This is a really cool story. Here's another one called The Virtues of War. This one talks about Alexander the Great, a fictional account of his life and what happened with him. This one is about an army 2,300 years ago in Afghanistan, and it talks about Alexander the Great and his invasion of the Afghan kingdom in 330 BC. This is literally called the Afghan Campaign. Just a really cool idea. This one is about the times of Homer, and about Theseus, the king of Athens, just setting sail and finding a group of women called Amazons. And this is what this is called. This is called Last of the Amazons, again, another one by Stephen Pressfield, what a great author. This is one about a literal something that almost happened. 1942, there was a plan to assassinate Rommel. That's kind of what this is, kind of a fictional account of that, called Killing Rommel. He just writes a lot of really cool historical based fiction. But that's that. Kind of a short video, I guess. And I don't know, just I'm really kind of getting into the history stuff again, and just enjoying, new things that I never really got into before, um, new eras, new subjects, that kind of a thing. But that's that. I might be doing another video in a couple of days. You know, keep up to date with that, and keep an eye open for that one. And yeah, appreciate you watching, and I'll see you later.